Telling her to calm down, my head in my hands now. Play it back, I still can't seem to figure out. When the rain came and we became a mosaic here on the ground. Baby, I can't seem to trace it. We went from weightless to dragging our feet on the floor, lost in translation. I keep on chasing who we were before. Tell me it's alright, tell me we're alright, tell me that you and I have a chance. Oh, tell me it's alright, tell me we're alright. Swear I traded all to get us back again. Don't know how to talk to you the way that I used to do. Nothing but negative space in our living room. Try to shrug it off, say it's nothing, but we both know that just isn't true. Baby, I can't seem to trace it. This love was sacred, now it's got our knees on the floor, lost in translation. If we're way past saving, then what's it all for? Tell me it's alright, tell me we're alright, tell me that you and I have a chance. Oh, tell me it's alright, tell me we're alright. Swear I traded all to get us back again. Back again. Oh, yeah. Back again. Telling her to calm down, my head in my hands now.
Hey guys, it's Carrie here, and I'm back with another part of Life Together. And in the last part, we introduced Meikao and Sunee and Tuan Sy. So now you guys know who those characters are, and also Tuan Sy's dad dropped him off at Phatra's apartment. So he has been staying with Phatra and Sunee for a while, and right now he's having a conversation with Sunny's mom, Phatra, and she's just telling him that she has been trying to get in touch with his dad for weeks and has gotten no answer. She has no idea where her dad is. Like, now when she calls him, like, the phone goes immediately to voicemail, so she has no idea what is happening. And Phatra is really worried about Tuan Sy's dad because they were really close friends and she does really care about him, but she's also very worried about Tuan Sy because she kind of feels like it's a possibility that his dad abandoned him, and she just doesn't want to tell him that that's what she thinks that happens, which she doesn't think that happened because she think he's the type of person to do that. She just thinks that happened because she just has a feeling. And she was just looking back on the way that he dropped off his son. Like, he just dropped him off and didn't even come to say hi to Phatra, and he just dropped him off and left. So that's why she's kind of drawing that conclusion. But she also doesn't want to think that. Like, she also doesn't want to think that something actually happened to him that they don't know about. So she's like desperately trying to figure out what happened, but she cannot find out anything. It's like he disappeared from Tamarang and from the world, and she doesn't know where he went or what happened to him. So she's just trying to comfort Tuan Sy as much as she can. And as you can see, he is doing fine. It's like the news has not affected him at all, but Phatra knows that, of course, something like that definitely is going to affect a kid, but he just seems like very calm about it. Of course, Sunee overheard her mom talking to Tuan Sy, and she's just trying to like comfort him and stuff, like listening to what he's saying, even though he's not really talking about his dad. He's like talking about something completely different. So she doesn't know what's up with that, because she remembered when she lost her dad, that was the only thing she could talk about for weeks. So now Sunee is suggesting something to take Tuan Sy's mind off of stuff. So she's like, have you ever played hopscotch? Like, I'm a hopscotch master. And even they gained a sentiment. Like, he said, like, you make my day so much better. Thanks for making me smile. So he's pretty happy to play hopscotch. And he felt like he made a new friend. And he is a really tough time making friends. So they're gonna go to the park, and I'm gonna have Tuan Sy and Sunee invite over Maekao. So he's gonna invite Sunee and Maekao with him, and they're gonna go to the park and play some hopscotch. So now they're at the park, and don't worry, the rain is gonna clear up a bit soon. So yep, now it's stopped raining. He actually wants to visit the night market, and maybe that's something they can do tonight. But he's gonna play hopscotch with, maybe they can like play it together. They're still trying to like cheer up Maekao. She's having like a little bit of fun with them, but she is still torn up about her dad leaving. Tuan Sy is doing fine. Like, he seems to like be not that bothered by it, which is weird. But Tuan Sy saw this like really big tree, and he's like, I really want to build a tree house, but he realized that he's gonna need some help from an adult. But it is 8 p.m. That means that the night market is going on, and Tuan Sy does want to visit the night market. It's something he's always went to with his dad, and he just wants to like, you know, go to the night market. He does like engaging in Tamarani culture because he is a child of the village. He's always lived in Tamarang, and he just loves doing stuff like that. But the night market is actually not running right now, so they're gonna go home because it is getting pretty late, and they should have a curfew. I think their curfew might be 9 p.m. so they're gonna go home before their curfew. Sunee is feeling pretty confident. She hopped to the top and she won the hopscotch game. So yeah, she is a hopscotch champion, as she said. They are way past curfew. It's already 9:30 p.m. and they still have not made it home because they have to walk all the way. And this makes Sunee think, you know what would be best if like I knew how to ride a bike and we could ride our bike home, because it took her way too long to get home. So she's pretty hungry and she's pretty tired, and her mom has not made anything yet to eat, and that is because she needs to buy groceries. If we go and cook, I think, well, she can make like a variety of things, but let's pretend that she does need to buy like rice and stuff to make like the nasi lemak and steamed rice and the khao niao mamwang khao niao mamwang, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know, but yeah, let's say that she has to like buy rice and stuff, so she's gonna buy some rice, some meat, and etc. to make these. Like, they don't require any ingredients, which I feel like is a missed opportunity. She only has 1,000 simoleons in her name, so tenant rule violation. Oh, because they're watching TV and it's late. Oh my god, they can't afford to pay the fine though. He feels bad because he just made them have to pay a fine. But yeah, they're gonna go to bed. Oh my god, the property owner's wife is here. It's 11 p.m. Are you serious? So yeah, this is Diane. She's the property owner's wife. The property owner is I think his name is Tong Li. I think that's how you pronounce it, Tong Li. Eviction avoided. The Chaipatana household was caught violating the tenant agreement. This time is only a warning, but they might not be so lucky next time a rule is broken or rent is overdue. So she's now like checking the entire apartment and like taking notes, and Phatra is just very nervous because she's like, she can't afford to pay any more fines. She only has 500 simoleons in her name, so, and she has 2 kids to raise. So she's also, if you haven't noticed, she is unemployed because she just, like, she used to work on a farm and she really loved working on the farm, and now she doesn't know what she wants to do. Like, yeah, she needs the money, so maybe she's gonna start like a part-time job, like do some sort of like part-time job until she finds something she wants to do. Confess embarrassing moments. So what actually happened was that she walked in on Tuan Sy, and now she's gonna write about it in her little diary. So Tuan Sy is just gonna do some homework to get his mind off things. He is not used to living with other people other than his dad, so that was pretty embarrassing for him. So right now we are with the Zhang family. They live right beside Mei Kao and her dad. And this is Zhang Ti Yan. And right here we have Zhang Anto. So this couple is actually the parents of the property owner that owns this apartment building. So they live there for basically for free. They only pay about 20 simoleons for rent, and because the Zhang family is actually the richest family in Tamarang, they can definitely afford it. So they actually also have the privilege of bypassing all the tenant rules. So they have a cat. The tenant rules for the other tenant is basically no pets, no parties, no trash overload, no loud noises. So Ti Yan and Anto love to gossip. Like, both of them are very nosy and they tend to gossip together, and they gossip a lot, and because of that they tend to unintentionally start rumors. So if their family is the richest in Tamarang, why are they living in this rundown apartment? It's because they like to live among the common folk, as they like to say. And the reason behind that is because they believe that they get a lot of secrets and gossip from living among the common folk. So with Sunee and Phatra moving in, they were the ones that helped them move in, and they do like to do kind deeds like that, but usually they kind of expect to get some juicy gossip in return. So they kind of know a little bit about Phatra and Sunee's situation. So they have heard some gossip about something happening in unit number 5, which is a unit that Mei Kao and Malop lives in. They know that in that unit there's 2 parents, Malop and Tanat, and they have a daughter named Mei Kao. So they know that, but they have not seen Tanat in a long time. So they're wondering if something happened with that family. Like, did Tanat leave? They don't know, so they really want to find out. But their son, like, he would know, because if someone in the apartment that he is renting out, if someone leaves, you know, he has to know about that stuff. But he doesn't reveal everything about his tenants to his parents, just because he is not the type to like gossip a lot, and he just feels like it's just unnecessary details. Like, he only cares that they're paying the same rent. Like, he doesn't care what happens in the household. But his parents, Tien and Antol, they care. Like, they want to know. So they are going to visit Sunee and Phatra, even though they already visited them to welcome, like, they already visited Phatra to welcome her and Sunee to the neighborhood. But they want to visit again because they didn't get to ask what they wanted to ask, and they didn't find out anything from them. So they are going to visit unit number 2, and by the way, their cat's name is Mimi, so I thought it was cute. But they're gonna visit the unit and just say hi to Phatra and Sunee. Oh my god, okay, so they're inside. She's gonna actually eavesdrop on them and see if she can get anything. She has discovered a secret for Phatra. So what I think this secret is trying to tell us is that she kind of loved someone dearly and then had to let them go. And Tien is trying to figure out the story, because from what she has gathered is that her husband died. So she didn't really let him go, you know? But she's wondering, who is she talking about? But like is she talking about her husband that died or someone else? She doesn't know, but she definitely wants to find out more. And obviously she's gonna gossip about neighbors. She's gonna ask her about the family that lives in unit number 5. And Phatra is just like, I don't know, I just moved in, like, I just met that family. My love is pretty nice, and his daughter is really nice too, and I think she's gonna get along really well with Sunee. So Anto is just gonna sit in on this conversation, but Anto is kind of realizing she has not mentioned anything about Tanat, so that is kind of suspicious to them. So she's asking about Tanat, like, what about Tanat? Like, did you get to meet him too? And Phatra is like, she doesn't want to reveal anything, but like, she also doesn't see them having any ill intention. So she's just gonna tell them, I didn't get to meet Tanat, like, he actually doesn't live there anymore. And their first thought is, did they get a divorce, like Tanat and Manlop? And Phatra is like, it's not my place to say, really. So they're kind of concluding, okay, she's not gonna tell us, but it's pretty obvious that they got a divorce. So she's just gonna say that, oh, I heard from somewhere that you used to be really close with someone here in Tamarang, but when you moved to Mount Kamarubi, you had to let go of that relationship. Phatra just says, now that the secret is known, Tien can choose to inform Phatra that she will hold on to that secret forever, or blackmail her to keep the secret for cold heart simoleons. So I don't think Tien is the type to blackmail, but I think she's gonna say, like, you know, don't worry, like, I won't say anything about it, like, if it's important to you. And Phatra is just like, how did she hear about that? Like, Phatra does seem like a little like tense about it, so she is thinking that that secret is like pretty important to her. Now Phatra is kind of like trying to like keep hush about what they're talking about because she doesn't want Tuan Sy to hear, like she doesn't want the kids to hear. So she's kind of like, you know, she kind of wants to like rush them out of her apartment, but she doesn't want to be rude, so she's not gonna really do that. But she's trying to keep hush, like, you know, you guys, like, I don't know if this is the best place to talk about it, you know. Now that they're thinking about Tuan Sy, now Anto is like kind of curious, like, what is the like what happened with Tuan Sy? Like when you were moving in, you didn't move in with him. Like, is he your son, or what's happening with that? She's gonna ask about Tuan Sy, and she's gonna maybe try prying for secrets from her, like ask more about like what is like up with that. And Sunee just decided to take a seat at the table, and she definitely doesn't want to discuss this with Sunee around. So Sunee is just a kid, and she kind of overheard them a little bit of them asking about Tuan Sy. So she's just gonna say like nonchalantly like his dad dropped him off like a few weeks ago, and they're like asking, oh, it's been a few weeks, like how long is he staying with you guys? And Patra's just very nervous. She's like I don't know if I should tell them like what really happened. Like she's not really getting a good vibe to like really tell them what is really happening. Like she doesn't want to just, you know, talk about Tuan Sy's business just like that to anyone, because she doesn't really know them that well. And they're basically gonna kind of conclude in their mind Tuan Sy's dad actually left him with Phatra because they just feel like that's what they think happened. So Phatra is just gonna say, oh, you know, I'm kind of busy today, like, you know, it was really nice having you guys here, but, you know, she's gonna just say really nicely, oh, can you guys leave? But they're gonna like get the hint, and they're gonna be like, okay, we'll leave. So they're gonna go home. So the couple is back home, and they were just chatting with Zarni, and they couldn't help themselves but like kind of tell him what they think is going on with like the family in unit number 2. So they were kind of just telling him how, yeah, they just moved in, and not even a few days later, like they have another kid, and like his dad just dropped him off there. And then so she's like, it's been weeks since his dad dropped him off. Like it's obvious that his dad abandoned him. And Thian is like, you know what, I think he fell in love with a woman and ran away with her. And Zarni is just hearing all this, and he's like, what? Like, is that what happened? Or, and they're like, well, I think that's what happened. And he can't really avoid like a good gossip session, but he's just like, that's kind of, you know, out there to think. But they're like just discussing it, and they're like going on these whole like making up a whole story of like what they think happened. So it's Monday morning. Every single appliance in this apartment is broken. Actually, Phatra fixed the shower so that Tuan Sy could take a shower before he went to school. But yeah, they're both gonna go off to school, and Phatra is just like kind of frustrated because she's been trying to call the property owner and has not been getting an answer. So she is just wondering, how is she gonna fix this place? So she is gonna repair this, and then she's kind of scared to repair the electrical objects because she know that it's a possibility for her to get electrocuted. So she's just gonna repair like the plumbing, and she's not very like skilled with like handiness, but she just doesn't want her kids to be living in this situation. So she is decided that she's gonna try and fix it herself, like to her best ability, since the property owner is not really doing anything as of yet. So school is over for the kids, and they decided to go to the park again, like they did on the weekend. And while they were at the park, they met one of their classmates, Xiang, and he started being so mean to Tuan Sy and was like just making fun of him and saying something about how his dad doesn't want him and stuff like that. And just some really mean stuff. It actually escalated, and Xiang actually shoved Tuan Sy to the ground, and of course Sunee had to run over, and she had to run over and defend him. So both Sunee and Xiang got the fear of being inferior, and I guess personally Xiang is not used to being like stood up against. So he's definitely feeling a way about that, about Sunee like standing up for Tuan Sy. So, but also Sunee feels inferior because she does put up a front that she's like a very confident person, but like deep down she does really have like a lot of insecurities, and standing up to a bully is kind of like made her feel like, oh, maybe it's not my place, or maybe I'm actually inferior, and yeah, I just brought up those feelings. So now Xiang is saying that he heard that Tuan Sy's dad ran away with a woman and left him. So Sunee is just confused because yes, it does seem like his dad abandoned him, but she's never heard of like a woman being involved. So she is like confused, and she's like, where did you hear that from? Like this, like, you know, like where did you hear that from? Like that is not correct at all. And he's just gonna keep like, you know, insulting Tuan Sy and like saying your dad doesn't love you and, you know, all that stuff. So she's gonna tell him to go away, like leave right now. So like Meikao was like actually watching this whole time. She didn't really get involved because she just is not a confrontational person, but she was watching the whole time. So now he's like letting out all his frustration. He's like, how could he say that about my dad and all that stuff? So yeah, she's gonna be like, I don't know who started that rumor, but it's definitely not true. Like, don't worry about what he said. Like, if that's not true what they say about your dad, like it's not true at all. And she's just basically trying to reassure him, and they don't know who started the rumor. Like they're trying to figure out like who started this rumor. Like no one else knew except for Sunee's mom, and I guess Meikao also knew, but she doesn't think that it's Meikao because Meikao is so like quiet. She doesn't really talk to anyone. Like she doesn't seem like the person to like spread rumors and stuff. So that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.